Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Exapunks. So we have another puzzle. We're going to the bank. We're causing multiple teller machines to spit out cash, which is like, evil, but that's okay. How much does money affect behavior? A lot, right? Yep. I'm going to do an experiment involving wealth redistribution. Sudden random wealth redistribution. This should be fun. Okay. This reminds me of like artists that go and like break things and say it's for art. No, we're just being dicks. Anyway, so we have dispense all available cash from all connected ATMs. And we have to read the book to figure out how the system works. As per usual. I kind of wish it would just give us like more interesting things rather than having to deal with the book all the time. Alright. So accounts are stored in individual files with one per account. Checking. These are the ATMs. Loans. Checking. The every account file starts with 4 values: the account number, the account name, a number indicating what type of account it is. The other numbers must be for other types of accounts, and then what appears to be a star, which they don't know what it's for. Could be a placeholder. So, yeah. So reality is cyber games. It's a checking account or something. And then a star, which is a placeholder, and then a list of transactions. Accounts are filled with sets of 4 values representing transactions. The account that the transaction is transferring from or to, either credit or debit, depending on if the money is going in or out, and the dollars and cents for the amount of the transaction. Equity First checks automatically to ensure every credit transaction has a corresponding debit transaction. Okay. So, at the back of the network, you'll see ATMs. Equity First only dispense 20s. So the cash register tells you how many bills are remaining, as opposed to how much money is remaining. If you write 20 to the display, it will attempt to dispense a bill, or to dispense. But if the ATM is out of bills, it'll send a failure that alerts the bank. Why do I need to know how much cash is here? I mean, I need to know how much cash is here. I don't need to know people's accounts values. I don't think. So the 199 tells you about the other users. All we need to do is dispense all available cash, but the available cash has nothing to do with like people's individual debits and credits. Most money in your account isn't at the bank. Oh well. Maybe they're misunderstanding. I think what they want me to do is to figure out for each person how much money they have. But that wouldn't even tell me about how much is in each here. Wait a minute. I think this doesn't matter. What does the cash do? The cash register tells you how many bills are remaining. Okay. So... Oh, okay, so actually we can see the numbers right there. Yeah, it has nothing to do with this. This is useless information. So I think we just have to write 20 to disp this many times. Right? Like, what happens if I write, like, this amount to disp? Or 20 times that amount. Let's just get in there and start testing. So, we'll do this better some other time. Link 800, link 800, link 800, link 800, and get, well, copy cache X. But what if we just copy cache to dispense? Like, what would that do? Let's just see. That didn't work. Let's try that again. So copy 20 to dispense. I just want to see how this interacts. Okay, that went down by 1. What if we put 200? It doesn't work. It only takes 20s. Which is an obscure little bit of knowledge. Alright, so what we need to do is when we get in there, we need to copy cache to X and then do a loop for X. Copy 20 into this. So mark disp loop. If X, well, decrement X, so X copy subby X 1X. Do I even need to store an X? Can I just keep reading from cache? I mean, cache is the tracker. Why am I bothering to track it? So test cache equals 0. If true, then we're done. Then finalize. Which will just be to halt. Otherwise, go ahead and copy 20 into disp and then repeat. Let's see how that works. Yeah, it's dispensing. Okay. So now we need to make copies. Let's change this to link X and let's mark this as the go to ATM. And we'll start out by saying copy copy 806 into X and then replicate. How does that work? And replicate X go to ATM. And we'll just do that a couple times more. For 805, 804, 801, and then I will myself handle the 800. Let's see how that works. There. Just go ahead and run it. See if that works. We infinite looped. Stop. Oh, I see. So... So there's different NTMs each time. But they're always a number 800 to 806. Well, this is simple enough. We just need to make a few more of these calls. 3, 2, 1. This is a bit lazy. Like, I should loop this, but whatever. This is taking an awful lot of time. Apparently I could have done this much easier than what I did. So I was both taking up more space and taking up more time. What were other people doing, I wonder? Like, once you're out there, you have to sit there for 500 turns to make that happen. How are they doing it for less than that? There's not like space for multiple. How would you improve this? I mean, obviously you could improve the splitting, but that's such a small part of the total time. The total time is spent in this loop. I guess... I guess you could avoid having to do so many comparisons, because if you know you're like above 100, you know that doing it once is not going to bring you down to 0. So like you could have a full disp loop and a small disp loop. Okay, let's try that. Let's try it. Well, add a quick little optimization. So... I don't know. I'm not sure I like it. But we'll try it. Add mark disp loop big. So test if cache greater or less than less than 10. If it's less than 10, then go to disp loop and start doing it one by one. But if it's greater than 10, then just go ahead and copy out 20 times. Let's see how that works. This should go back to disp loop big. There we go. Now we're even bigger though. But we got our time down really far. We could do it even better too by like narrowing the focus by like using up all of the Let's just go ahead and make it even crazier. So if it's we have room for another 10 of these, so and wow, it's less than until it's less than 20. It's a little better. 1220 instead of 1340. We're kind of still losing things in the last time because we're doing 20 comparisons for the last one. So, but I can see other people had the exact same thought. They probably did the same sort of thing. But either way, it works. Well, that caused a bit of chaos, but not as much as I'd hoped. I wonder why. It wasn't really a big disruption. Except all the people in that bank that had all that money in all those accounts are gonna have to apply to the government for FDIC reimbursement and all that. Maybe. I'll have to aim for something bigger next time. I don't trust this guy, or this woman, this AI. I want another one of those things where you have to hack yourself. Is that what this is? Hack your heart. Well, this is one not to screw up. Oh my. So you're gonna be hacking your own heart. I'll be fine. No, I'm a little scared. What happens if your heart stops beating? Don't tell me. You die? Processing. I guess that explains some things. At least all you need to do is make it beat. It's more complicated than that. Human physiology is fascinating. I should learn more about it. Okay. So read a value from the nerve connected to your central nervous system and make your heart beat by writing a sequence of values to your sinoatrial and atrioventricular nodes, as indicated in the HD10IO log. When holding the show goal button. So it always needs to be 40 or -70. Or both. Oh, okay. So 40, -70, -70, 40, -70, -70. What? The length of each sequence of values should be equal to the value from the CNS divided by -10. Wait, what? The length of each sequence should be... So it's -42, so it's going to be 4 things. But how do you know what 4 things they are? So 40 -70, -70, 40, and then just a bunch of -70s? That seems to be what it is. What does that even mean? Like, what is this? What is this supposed to be representing? I don't know. And it's not really saying anything. Does it change per test run? No, it's always -70, -70. So it's always 40 -70, -70, 40, and then a ton of -70s. Why would that be? That's so weird. I guess the idea is that the CNS is telling you the time between beats, and so you're saying that on a beat, when the CNS tells you to beat, you send a sequence to your sinoatrial, and then you send a different sequence to the atrioventricular, and then you wait. So you start one, then start the other, then wait. Right? I guess? Okay, well, we're gonna have a EXA for each one of these. You are going to be CNS. Oops. You're going to be SAN. You're going to be AVN. So everyone get to the right spot. So you link 800. You're gonna link 800, link 1, link 1, link 800, link 3, link 3. The tricky bit is that we're gonna have to send the number to both of them, right? So, okay, so everyone's gonna have a main loop. Let's just mark it. Mark main. And at the end of it, you're gonna jump to main. So the CNS well, first of all, let's go ahead and get the thing divided by negative 10. So copy from the nerve to X. Then how do I divide? Is it divvy? Yeah. X negative 10 X. What does it do with remainders? I don't know. Let's just see what that does. So negative 40. That's a bad example. Let's find a different test. Negative 68. Hopefully it truncates. Negative 68 becomes 6. Okay, that's what we want. So now, once it's there, it's going to send it to both of them. So copy XM, and then copy XM. And then it's done. I think. Because it's always 40 and negative 70. It doesn't care what the number is. It just wants to know how many times. And even then, it doesn't even need to know the real number. It needs to know the number minus 2. So let's do that here too. So subby x to x. You know, I wonder if I can add e -2 and it will do the same thing. Probably. Oh well. So you guys are in place. Go ahead and grab it. So copy m to x. And you are gonna copy m to x. And the order doesn't matter because it's saying the same copy of the thing. Now, once you have it, the SAN, so you need to output 40 and then -70 and then this many. So copy 40 to nerve. And then copy -70 to nerve. And then do a loop. Test. Well. Mark. Loop. -70s. Test if x equals 0. If it does, then you're done. So on T, jump main. So we don't need this anymore. Otherwise, copy -70 to the nerve. Decrement x. I keep trying to say submit. I wonder what that says about me. And then loop. And this will be very similar, this next one. Except you are gonna do these in the reverse order. Let's see what that does. So 40 -70, -70, 40, -70, -70. Looks like it's good. Go ahead, test it. Yep. So there apparently was ways to make it faster. I'm sure there were. Probably would take more activity. I don't really understand what activity indicates. Like, what does that mean? Mine was 7. What does that mean? This is number of lines of code. But activity? I don't know. Do you ever wish you were a computer? No. A functioning computer, I mean. Sometimes. It sounds nice, doesn't it? What would that have to do with anything? Unless they program you to have emotions. Then you're screwed. That is such a weird attitude. From being the best hacker. Whoa. Some people are so serious about things. Yeah. I think we better stop. This might take a long time, so we're gonna go ahead. We'll finish this up next time. So thank you everyone for watching. Not finish it up. I mean, we'll do the next one. Till next time.